literally though, you could, yeah, oh god, should not do that. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would go over my current TBR list. We're about a week into March, so I'm a little behind. Just a little. I thought I would talk about the books I plan on reading this month because I have an ambitious stack of books to read. So I feel like we're just going to get into it, and we're going to start with the two books that I've technically already read / am reading. Book number 1 for March is, I hope that's in focus, 3 Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. I had this on my February TBR, didn't quite make it. I read this like a few days ago. I guess I finished it. I'm not going to tell you what I rated it yet. You're going to have to either check on my Goodreads or wait till my wrap up for March. So that's book number 1. Book number 2 I am currently reading, and that is Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. This is the sequel to Scythe by Neal Shusterman. I had this on my February TBR. I knew I probably wouldn't get to it because, girl, it's a hefty one. That is a hefty book. I'm really pissed at myself for not reading this earlier. You can follow my reading journey on Goodreads currently to see what I think of this one. But next book on my March TBR is The Bells by Danielle Clayton. This came in my February Unicorn Crate, and I honestly didn't have the most interest when I saw this on Goodreads, but then when I saw it in the bookstore and kind of read a little bit of it before I got it in my Unicorn Crate, I thought maybe I should pick this up. It doesn't sound like anything I've read before. And I'm glad I didn't, because I got it in my Unicorn Crate box. And can we talk about the beautiful map on the inside? Yes. Yes. Next book on my TBR is very shameful. We're just gonna try to ignore the fact that I should have read this book years ago and didn't. Don't hate me. Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. This series actually just wrapped up. I know the finale book, which I think was the 6th book in the series, just came out recently. I've seen all of my Goodreads friends fawning over this series for so long, and I actually picked up this book a few years ago, and I just never got around to it. So I'm going to get around to it finally. Next book on my list for my March TBR is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I've heard that it's not what you think it's going to be. It's kind of advertised as one thing, but it's another. It's kind of boring. And I just decided, you know what, this cover is so beautiful, I'm just going to read it and give it a shot myself and see what I think. So I don't know a lot about it, but I'm hoping to get to it pretty soon. We will see. And my next book for February is the one book that I'm sure 80% of my Goodreads friends either have read or are currently reading, and that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And damn you, Target, for your stickers. Again, I know nothing really about this book, and I have surprisingly never read a Holly Black book. I don't know, something about this type of fantasy seems like a little bit too high fantasy for me, but everyone seems to love this book. Even people on my Goodreads who don't generally read fantasy. So I figured I can give this a shot too. Why not? My last 2 books on my TBR for this month I actually do not have physical copies of, but I will be inserting pictures right here. So my next book I want to read in March is Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. I know nothing about this. I have not seen the show. I have not read the synopsis, so I'm going to give it a shot. My next book I would like to get to, but realistically I probably won't get to it until April, is One Dark Throne by Kendar Blake. I didn't love 3 Dark Crowns like I thought I was going to, but the ending had me curious to see where the whole story was going to go. So my next and final book on my March TBR is my easily most anticipated book, of 2018, and it is Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I have read each of the other Illuminae Files books literally the day they came out. I took them home and I read each of them within like a day or two, and I just wanted more. So I have been waiting for this book for forever, and I am so excited to see the new characters, see how the story ends. I am so excited. As soon as that gets here, I'm dropping everything else. Just a little disclaimer. So anyways, guys, that was my March TBR. I feel like I may have potentially called it a February TBR at some point while filming. Not sure. We'll see. I think I have a pretty good stack of books to pull from. I think that's 9 books? Okay. I was not realistic when I put this together, clearly. I think it's going to be a great reading month, especially considering I am already 2 books into my month. Without giving away too much, Thunderhead, you guys. Thunderhead. Oh. I'm going to try to hold all of the books that I do have. This is my overly ambitious March TBR, counting the other 3 books that I do not even have yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what books you're looking forward to reading in the month of March, because while my TBR is a little overcrowded right now, I would love to know more books I should put on future TBRs. So let me know down below, and oh my god, I will see you guys in another video. Bye!
I hear a love song.